Children, today we are going to discuss about the monuments of India, historical monuments, lesson or national heritage. First, we should know what is a monument. A monument is a structure that was created to commemorate a person or an event. They are our cultural heritage. They are the buildings from past. They hold artistic, historical, political, technical or architectural importance. These could be statues, war memorials, historical buildings, archaeological sites or cultural assets. Monuments include all kind of old buildings which were built in olden time in the past, which include forts, temples, palaces, pillars, schools, colleges, wells, step wells, bridges or any other kind of building. Even the remains of buildings of old time are also monuments. Caves or the cave paintings and war memorials. They all are our monuments. And today we are going to discuss about some of the monuments given in our book. First one is the Stupa of Sanchi or the Sanchi Stupa. Here in the picture you can see this beautiful monument, isn't it? It's also called Great Stupa, the Sanchi Stupa, Stupa of Sanchi. It's one of the very important structure which is the pride of India. It's situated in Sanchi. Sanchi is name of the city in Madhya Pradesh, India. It's one of the oldest Buddhist monument in the country and it's the largest stupa that we can see. It was built by Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century and now we are in 21st century. When we talk about its structure, it's a splendid structure. It consists of a hemispherical dome. You understand a spherical structure like a ball. If you cut a plastic ball into half, what you find, that structure is a hemisphere. It's a hemispherical dome on the base which has a chamber within. This dome, all the buildings which are made this way, they have a symbolic importance. Like we talk about dome, but it represents something. It represents the dome of heaven enclosing the earth. It's surmounted by a square railing that is said to represent the world mountain. It has a center pillar which symbolizes the cosmic axis and there's a triple umbrella on the top. That triple umbrella is called the Chhatra, Hindi word Chhatra or Chhatra. Those three umbrellas or three Chhatra, they are three jewels of Buddhism. Buddhism is a religion that follow the teachings of Lord Buddha. They are the jewels of Buddhism. The first, the Buddha. The second represents the Dharma and third represents the Sangha or the community. That means each structure, each part has a symbolic importance and it's related to Buddhism and teachings of Lord Buddha. The entire structure is enclosed by a low wall Vedika which is punctuated at 4 cardinal points by Toran. Those are the ceremonial gateways. I'll show you in the picture also. Each gateway is made up of 2 square posts topped by the capital of sculptured animals or dwarfs. The whole element, all the walls, all the pillars, they are covered with the sculptures of Lord Buddha, Buddha's life, Jataka stories or Jataka tales, scenes of early Buddhism and auspicious symbols. Each thing holds some importance. Here in the picture you can see gateway 1, gateway 2, gateway 3 and on the back side there is gateway 4 that we cannot see. This structure is dome and here you can see the chhatra. The three chhatra, they represent three jewels of Buddhism. This is the outer wall and this is the inner wall which surrounds the dome. Each gateway has two square pillars with a set of 4 lions, elephants or pot-bellied dwarfs. This is actually a complex, the biggest and the largest structure that we know and is well known to all of us, that is Sanchi Stupa. It's also called Stupa number 1. In that complex, there are some more buildings. Temple 40, it's a temple but now only some stumps are left. Stupa number 2 and Stupa number 3. They also depict the Buddhism, life of Lord Buddha and Jataka tales. And one more structure is Sanchi Museum. Now we come to another monument of India, the Sun Temple or Konark Sun Temple. The Konark Sun Temple is situated in Odisha, which was earlier known as Orissa. It's dedicated to Hindu sun god Surya Dev, and it's carved out of a stone. It is depicted in a way like a chariot with 12 wheels, and it's most famous sun temple in India. It was built by King Narasimha Dev I. This is one. Due to some earthquakes and damages, some parts of the Konark Sun Temple are destroyed. But the major one or the biggest part is that Sun Temple. It still exists there and attracts tourists and pilgrims from all over the world. It's a classic example of Hindu temple architecture, and it shows sculptures. The walls are sculptured with artists, dancers, musicians, gods and goddesses. It's actually an artwork, a visual feast for us. This is the Sun Temple. Here you can see wheels, the bigger structure. The word Konark is a combination of two Sanskrit words. One is Kona, you understand? Kona of your house, corner or an angle, and Ark. Ark means Surya Dev, another name for Surya. That means it's all dedicated to God's Sun and it's built in an angular format. Here you can see the beautiful wheels here. They are carved out of stone. They are extensively sculptured. There are motifs, there are designs on it. It's entirely built of stone. It's in the form of colossal chariot with 12 wheels. The wheels are ornamented. It's not simple or smooth one. Ornamented means you can see lots of designing done on them, and which are drawn by 7 galloping horses. The 12 pair of wheels represent 12 months of the year. You can see one wheel of Sun Temple, how beautiful it is, and you can also see the walls here. The walls have the figures of gods, goddesses, dancers, musicians, isn't it? It's actually a splendid structure, a manifestation of architecture. I hope you enjoyed knowing about these famous monuments of India. Stay tuned for part 2. Tomorrow we'll discuss some other monuments of India. Bye kids.